On a certain evening every week, millions of people turn millions of dials to a certain station so they won't miss the next episode in the life of a certain genial fellow. He's one of America's best-loved comedy personalities, the great Gildersleeve. And now let's join Gildersleeve and his little family in Summerfield. At the moment, Gildersleeve is trying to read his evening paper, but his nephew, Leroy, well...
Hey, Unc.
You heard the lady. I'm trying to read the evening paper, Leroy.
Well, I just want to ask a question.
And wait till I finish this article.
It'll only take a second.
Well, what is it, my boy?
Did you ever have a girl kiss you? Did you?
Well, Leroy, I can't tell a lie. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. Did you ever go to a party?
Oh, yes, lots of them.
Did you ever go to one where they turned out all the lights?
Well... Not that I recall. Not exactly. Anyway, is that what happened at your party the other evening?
Yeah.
Well?
I wound up under the stairs with Ethel Hammerschlag.
Yeah. Little Leroy, well, I guess he's growing up.
That reminds me, Unc, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you.
Gee. Oh, brother, I knew the day would come. There's something I've been meaning to take up with you, my boy. Sit down.
Sit down. What for?
Well, this may take some little time.
Okay, shoot.
Are you comfortable?
Well, sure. I just want to ask this one question.
If you'll be quiet, Leroy, I'll answer all your questions. This is a mighty big subject.
Oh, gosh, you don't have to make a whole big thing out of it.
It's the biggest thing in the world, my boy. Let's see now. How did you do in school today?
All right, what's that got to do with it?
Nothing, I guess. Well, let me see. Leroy, you know the story of Noah's Ark.
Sure.
Well, how did the animals go into the Ark?
Up a little runway.
They went in 2 by 2. Now, why do you suppose Noah was so careful to have 2 of each?
Because that's all there was room for.
Leroy, where do you go from here?
You don't see many Noah's Arks around anymore, do you, Unc? Why is that?
They're saving him for the California rainy season. I said it, and I'm glad, brother. Natives. Let's try to stick to the subject, Leroy.
Well, I wanted to ask you...
Just let me explain this in my own way, my boy.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, there's a right way and a wrong way to do everything. I wish I knew the right way to do this. Now, where were we?
Noah's Ark.
Yeah, forget Noah's Ark. You've heard of the flowers, haven't you?
Sure.
You've also heard of the bees, have you not?
Yep.
Good. Now, what are the bees doing when they're flying around in the garden?
Making honey.
That's very good. Very good. But that's not all the bees are doing, my boy. Do you know what else they're doing?
Stinging people.
That's not what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean. When the bees go into the flowers to get honey, they accidentally get pollen on their legs. And then when they go to the next flower, some of it comes off, and that's what keeps the flowers going.
Going? Is that a fact? Well... Well, where did you learn that?
Gosh, I learned that in the 6th B.
Well, that's all very interesting. Now, let's get back to fundamentals.
Okay, only if you just listen a minute,
Leroy, I wish you'd learn not to interrupt.
Well,
There you go again. This is a very difficult subject, my boy. I need your cooperation. Has it ever occurred to you, my boy, to wonder where you come from?
Peoria, Illinois.
Leroy, I'm not speaking geographically. I'm speaking, indirectly. Now let's try again, huh? Will you? I wonder if you've ever heard a little poem. It used to be very popular when I was a boy.
What's that?
It's a very beautiful poem with a very lovely thought.
What is it?
I'll recite it. Where did you come from, baby dear? Out of the nowhere into the here.
Oh, brother, are you kidding?
Leroy.
Oh, I know a poem, Unc.
Huh?
I
Leroy, will you shut up and let me tell you what I'm trying to tell you?
Sorry, Unc, go ahead.
What I want you to understand is, what I'm trying to explain is, children should be seen and not heard. Go to bed, Leroy.
Well, Unc, can't I ask you this one question?
Well, I'd rather you...
All I want to know is, can I have a buck to go to the movies?
Oh, well, I guess so, Leroy, if you won't ask any more questions.
Gee, thanks.
Wait a minute. Since when do the movies cost $1?
Well, I'm taking somebody.
Oh, taking somebody? Who?
Ethel Hammerslog. We're going to the Bijou.
Well, go ahead, my boy. Here's 80 cents.
But, Unc, with 80 cents, Ethel and I'll have to sit in the balcony.
Exactly, Leroy. One night in the Bijou balcony, and you can explain a few things to me.
Well, I see by my program notes that it's time for me to stop with the words and make with the music. Namely, a tune that a great many of you have asked for. If I Loved You. If I loved you, time and again I would try to say all I want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. You leave me, oh, if you would go in the mist of day. Never, never to know I love you. You'd leave me, oh, if you would go in the mist of day. Never, never to know I'd love you if I loved you. Well, that just about slams the lid down on this trunk full of command performance requests. Until next time, then, this is Francis Langford saying so long and good luck from all of us to all of you.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.